Let's try this again. Let's do it again. Let me see what my battery looking like on this phone. It should be fully charged. It's good enough to make it for how long I need it to make it. I was gonna put my watch charger on, but I don't seem to see it. This one got enough juice. I don't know where my watch charger is. I grabbed it off my desk yesterday. I remember that, but I'm starting to think that I left a couple of things because I had some food leftover, shrimp taco. I love that you can go up and get a taco any time of day. I absolutely love that. So, anyway, I don't see it, and I'm probably overlooking it. I ain't gonna do it no more. So, I'm tired. Let me see. Put it in the side pocket of my bag yesterday. I really can't believe I left my food on my I think I know. I'm thinking now I know how I left my food. Wait, oh, because my phone, I almost left my phone. I know now because I almost left my phone and I grabbed my phone and I left my bag with the food, but that didn't have nothing to do with my chargers. I don't know why my chargers, why I don't see it, but I absolutely had my watch charger out. Yes, when I first went to work, I charged my watch. Anyway, I guess I'll get it when I get to work. Happy Thursday. Hello, hello. How are y'all doing? It is Ride and Vibe. If anybody tunes in, Ride and Vibe. For some reason, the chat is not showing. So the one that just ended, um, when I ended it, it showed me that there were chat messages. You know, it gives you the count. But during the live, I didn't see a single chat message. That's been happening. I'm telling you, like, Google is onto something. I don't know what it is that they're getting ready to embark on. It's probably big because of how they have always been. Um, but I will tell you this, they're definitely about to embark on something. That's what I believe. They're getting ready to open up or show some additional things or whatever. And I say that because it's been super glitchy lately, super glitchy. Or it could be as simple as they're making more space because they got so many people using their platform. Like, look, it went from regular people. Um, it went from regular people just doing like use having a platform to do their own version of I would say TV in some cases or whatever it was, entertainment and stuff like that. It went from that to legitimized. And when I say legitimized, I mean like established businesses, like news channels, like stuff like that, professionals in different areas using it to, for whatever reason, you know what I mean, show you their work or to get to the people and stuff like that. And so it's worldwide, so they have so many users that I'm sure they're constantly having to upgrade their systems and stuff like that in order to be able to accommodate the demand, for whatever that is. I don't know those IT words, but whatever that is that's required for the users so that stuff can function at a fast pace. You know what I'm saying? Instead of it being like slow and all that other kind of stuff. So yeah, um I am riding, we are vibing, and I'm about to have me a little snack because I am starving. A morning snack But if y'all notice, I don't always be eating breakfast in the morning. I eat breakfast sometimes, but I don't have to have eggs, bacon, and pancakes. I like breakfast food. I love it, as a matter of fact. But I don't have to have breakfast food all the time. I can have other stuff and be perfectly fine. Okay, boo. I can be perfectly fine eating the other stuff. But sometimes I really be want breakfast too. I'll go in the morning and get me a breakfast burrito or a breakfast taco. I love me a good breakfast taco. Eggs, bacon. But then sometimes I'll go get me a regular taco first thing in the morning. I hope y'all slept well. I was knocked out again. I was knocked out for the second day in a row. I'm talking about when I went off, when I fell asleep, when I went off, I was out of there. I slept so hard, and then I woke up, and then I went back to sleep, and I slept again. Then my alarm clock went off. I hit snooze a little bit, but I couldn't snooze too much because I'm going somewhere that I went a couple of days ago, and I ran into so much traffic, but it caused me to be like 8 minutes late, which was ridiculous. So I left 30 minutes earlier today than I did last time. And hopefully that will solve the problem. Making a mess. So y'all, I almost was gonna ride and like consume content because I'm wondering at this point, has anyone noticed when you talk about the ASI group, has anyone noticed uh what do I want to say? That Shicey's new boyfriend, Tragic, y'all know I'm calling his name wrong on purpose. Tragic was flashing affiliation signs. Has anybody heard anybody say it? Because I didn't. What the stuff that I consumed, I haven't heard anybody say it. But I'm trying to figure out, did anybody else catch those affiliation signs? You know, y'all know what I'm saying. Affiliated, colors, 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 colors. Did anybody catch that? So when Marcus asked him where he at or whatever, he asked him if he was homeless. And the dude said, I'll be out here in these streets. The first time I heard it, I thought he meant he's a street N word, which I still think he meant. But I also do realize that he also meant that he is kind of homeless. But he also told when Marcus was saying he couldn't go back to the hotel room that night And he said, I got a house I can go to. But you know what was funny? Because all those things, when you put it together, I was like, wait, did he say he said he got a house he can go to. He didn't say he got a home. Mm. So somebody will let you couch surf for a night, basically. Someone will let you couch surf, but you ain't got no place to stay. But and he ended back over there with Shifty because he ain't really had no place to stay. And I have to change my take. I still think, not a complete change. I still think that Marcus, I mean, yeah, I still think that you can't take advice from just anybody. I do still believe that. I brought up a point of what was Marcus doing at that age. On his live, I think that was last night. He said at 23 years old, he worked at the airport. He kept saying he worked at the airport. I almost clicked off because, I get impatient. But I'm glad I continued to listen. Um, work at the airport, what does that mean? Do you know how many jobs there are at the damn airport? Like, what the hell was you doing? Worked at the airport. We didn't ask you where you worked. What did you do? He said he worked at the airport, getting people to sign up for a credit card. And if you can get 50 applications in a day, then you can leave early. And in his truly narcissistic way of telling the things that he always tells about himself, he was a top performer who exceeded expectations and worked maybe 5 hours in a day because he was such a great salesperson that he was easily able to get people to sign up for 50 credit cards in a day. Easy. Or as he usually says about things, light work. And in his truly narcissistic way of explaining things, if anybody is in the chat, good morning. I know I have people coming and going. My chat isn't showing me anything. Just like the last live I just ended, it showed me that I had chat messages, but I didn't see any. So, um, my apologies if I don't call you by name. But in his truly narcissistic approach, the others were, I guess, questionable, and he's the one with integrity, you see, because they were oh, what am I doing? I should have turned right there. The other guys would tell them that it was a rewards card. I'm like, up there it is right there. They would tell them that it's a rewards card and, you know, et cetera, et cetera. But he told them, oh, just all you got to do is buy a Coke and then you will get the flight. Bullshit. If everybody else was struggling to get people to sign up for a credit card, you ain't just such a master salesperson that you got people to sign up for a credit card easily to the tune of 50 people a day. And everybody knows. Wait, does it say no turn? Oh, it does. I'm like, why is nobody? Everybody knows that no matter how great of a salesperson a person is, if you don't want a credit card, they're not going to be able to get you to sign up for one. Now, here is what's also true. If it was once you do it, you get a free flight, then I don't think you're gonna be, oh damn, so a sign right there too. I don't think you're gonna be too successful twisting people's arms. But I will say from back in the day when they used to be like, at the mall, remember at the mall, they used to have the people that would get you to sign up for a credit card. Remember? And then they had free gifts on the table and you could get a free gift. Do you guys remember those people? And what would you do? You wanted the free gift, right? I would when every time they came to the mall, because they'll be there, and then they'll go away, and then they'll come back, and they'll be there. And when every time they left and came back, they had a different group of gifts. And I had decided I want all the gifts. So on the weekend when we go to the mall, I go sign up for a credit card. But as soon as you complete the application, you get the gift just for filling it out. And I'm sure we all did the same thing. Me, my sister, our friends, we go up there and we fill out whatever name we felt like filling out. We put whatever address we felt like filling out. Hell, I was so bold with it. I put 1, 2, 3, 4 Main Lane. I'm sure I would. And I would pick whatever city I felt like picking. And then I didn't even know the zip code. We ain't even had technology like that back then. And I would just make up a zip code. Hell, I might even put my own zip code and put a different city because it wasn't my address and it wasn't my name. Or I would take my zip code and change a couple of numbers because hell, it can't be that far if it's in the same you know, vicinity. That's how I used to look at it. Let's see what time is it? Okay. That's how I used to look at it. And so maybe that's how he could get a person doing that could get numbers, but not if it's contingent upon once you make the first purchase, you get the free flight. And that's the other reason people don't believe those kind of people because they be lying and they be telling you whatever so that they can get what they need for themselves. I'm gonna tell you, I got another story for y'all. The newspaper. Okay. I went into the grocery store. They had this booth sitting up right at the front. It's been years at this point, easily 10, maybe even more. Maybe even more. They had this booth and they were like signing people up for the newspaper. You want to sign up for it? They said no. We had just canceled our subscription. We had just canceled our delivery service or whatever for the newspaper, even though after we canceled it, the newspaper boy, they don't even have jobs like that anymore, do they? The newspaper boy threw papers on our porch for about shit a good 3 more months. We just got free papers until eventually he stopped delivering to us. Well, anyway, I go into the store and they're like, "Hey, sign up for this and you can get free you can get the newspaper for free for however." No, was that what it was? No, you sign up for this, a free subscription if you don't cancel I think that's what it was. You don't get charged, whatever, something like that. But basically, in this case, you had to give them a form of payment for the newspaper subscription, but you didn't have to keep the subscription. You can cancel at any time. That's what it was. If you cancel at a certain time, you don't get charged for it. And then on top of it, they gave you two gift cards, two $25 gift cards. Hell, we signed up for it and did. And then as soon as Monday hit, we canceled that crap. The hell? But cancel it. We canceled it, thought it was canceled, got a newspaper. Wait, why are we getting a newspaper? We canceled. Well, guess what? They gave us the newspaper. So we're like, okay, what's going on? Next thing you know, they charged us. Why are you charging us? Call them. Say, hey, we canceled. Oh, we apologize. We'll refund the money. They don't refund the money. So call the bank, challenge it. The bank gives you your money back. Amazing. Next thing you know, they charge you again. And when I tell you that it took easily 6 months to fix that problem. It took easily 6 months of watching statements and calling back and forth and continuing to cancel with the bank. And the bank I don't know if others from the same bank probably was dealing with the same problem. The bank was giving the money back so fast, it don't make no sense. As soon as you challenge it, the money be back. You could see that the refund was pending, and then call them and tell them to take you off the thing. And then eventually, how we fixed it is just change the card. I was like, I'm tired of this. Called the credit card people, like, hey, cancel this. Give us a new card. Cause it's like actually, you know what? Let me take that back. And I told y'all it was years ago. I just thought about something. That was supposed to be the solution. Canceled it, give us a new card. Do you know they got charges off after that happened? I called the credit card people, like, how can somebody get a charge off on your card when you canceled the card? And they said if they had certain like digital information, they could still run the charge. And I told them, I said, I am tired of taking time to call you guys to block these people. They're doing unauthorized charges on my account. I'm not going to keep doing this. I got to call them. I got to call you. Which the card is through the bank. So, um, I'm like, I'm tired of all this extra time that is taking me. And I don't know what they did, but somehow they must have blocked them because eventually the charge stopped coming through. And for all of our trouble, somehow they forgot to take us off the don't deliver list. And we got the newspaper for several months after they finally fixed the charges. And I was like, cool, we keeping these newspapers because this is what's for our trouble. But the people at the store that was doing the sign up thing, they're the ones that was the lower level of the scamming thing because they know that the amount that they get was um they probably got paid for it. Like Marcus was saying that they were doing getting people to sign up for credit cards. But of course, and I went off on, with telling a little story or whatever, hopefully for for a little entertainment. I'm sure others can relate or whatever. We all, if you of a certain age, you remember those booths they used to set up and have you sign up for stuff or ask you to get a credit card or, offer you the newspaper or give you a gift or get some free CDs because hell my whole damn CD collection is off those free CDs. Please don't play. And all the names was wrong. That should have had your ass hammed the hell up on these days. That stuff will have you nailed to the wall on these days. But back then you could get away with that. But anyway, let me get back to it. What I was trying to say when I brought all of that up. Before I do that, I gotta get over. Got to let me see. Do I get over? I was trying. Oh, come on, girl. My bad, y'all. I am definitely driving. I told y'all I do not have road. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Which way am I going? I do not have road rage. I don't have road rage. The lady was getting over. I'm signaling and starting to get over. And she's literally starting to get over in the same lane at the same time. And we were going to touch each other if she would have kept going. But of course, I would move out of the way because it's not worth a collision. But don't be slow. Actually, it's a man. It's an Indian man. Thought that was a woman. Anywho, I was getting ready to say that, Marcus, in his narcissistic way of telling things, all with the grandiosity, always the top, always the best, always the high earner, overachiever. He was 23 years old, and he was touching six figures from getting people to sign up for credit cards. I Googled that ish when he said it. And Google said it's possible, but most likely it's not going to happen. Like, it's possible, but very few, very few. And also, it also said that it's very difficult to maintain that level. So I want to know this. If Marcus was getting six figures from getting people to sign up for credit cards, and all he had to do was work 5 hours a day, then why the hell did he leave that? He done went from signing up for credit cards to insurance to phone, moving from here to there to there. If something is working, you don't change it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's giving you're not being honest. But I told y'all yesterday when I said he always want people to say what they, the interviewers to tell him so much or take his advice. I said that, he ain't even connecting with these folks. He just trying to get them to listen to his advice, and they don't know what he did. Did you succeed? What were you doing? And I said, this is what I'm building up to. And I said, if he comes out here and tells it, hold on, he isn't going to tell it true. I knew he wasn't going to tell it true because he got a fragile ego. And every story he tells, he succeeded. He was the top. He's the creme de la creme. He's Superman. In every story he tells, it's very narcissistic. So I knew he wouldn't come out and be like, I was scratching and surviving, trying to figure it out. I had a baby. The next baby came. I didn't know what I was going to do, but I had to figure out how to take care of this household. I knew he wasn't going to do that. I knew he was going to be like, I was all that in a bag of chips. Let me open up my shirt and show you this S on my chest. I don't know why he can't just tell it true. Tell it true. You was touching six figures doing something and you walked away from it. That shit don't make sense. A lot of the stuff he be saying, it doesn't make sense at all. And I looked up the DV thing. And based off of, he said that, I think he said, yeah, it's not a thing. He said 2011. That was when his youngest daughter was born. Can I go this way? The the DV charge he got in 2013. That's when it was. So something was going on. What time is it? Oh, okay, not bad, not bad. Wait, it's my turn. Yes. Yeah, I don't know. I still think that that young man is right. The internet is not your therapist, and also you can't just be listening to anybody. But I also think that he needed to humble himself. When I went back and looked at the video, the level of need that he needed from Marcus, even if he wasn't going to actually listen to him, he could have pretended like he was listening, because it turned out that Marcus drove them around, and apparently, not only was he staying in that room with Shiesty, it's not Shiesty's room technically. Marcus is Marcus's money. And then on top of it, he needed money, because I didn't notice that yesterday morning before I went live, when Marcus was like, okay, we took care of the business. And I'm glad that he puts that out there, because that takes away people's ability to fake and front and flex. And who knows, it could be from lessons learned or whatever. I don't know how he came to um be doing that, but literally, like, it takes away people's ability to lie later. He ain't give me nothing. Oh no, I did the interview for free. No, put him on camera. Let the camera know that you paying them, so they can't later come back with the bull. You see? That's how that goes. I am. Ooh, okay. Denali. Okay, Denali. And he hit. Oh shit. Anywho, I am going to end this live just like that, and I'm gonna be back in a little while. With that being said, thanks anybody that tuned in. If you catch this on the replay, please um hit that thumbs up for a like, and thank y'all so much. I appreciate it for y'all on my car chronicles, and I will be back soon. With that being said, I'm gonna get up out of here, hoping you all have an amazing Thursday, and I'm gonna catch y'all on the rebound. Peace.